Today on the channel, we're back at it with more San Diego Comic-Con toy news coverage, and today we're diving into everything He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back with another San Diego Comic-Con toy news video, and today we're diving headfirst into He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and 2026 is the year of Masters of the Universe, if you ask me, with the new movie and so many toys, new toy lines, and even more to talk about here today. And we're going to dive into the good, bad, and the ugly. There's some people pretty worked up, there's some people really happy. I guess no different than any other toy news reveal San Diego Comic-Con weekend. But before we get to it, got to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel. We're dangerously close to 60,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, help me out and subscribe to my other YouTube channel while you're at it as well. You guys know we got 4 videos every single day and even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Best place to support the channel. Early access to the videos, podcast, all points in between. Check it out if you haven't already. And of course, this video brought to you by jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% in all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. So we're going to continue on. And first, we're going to say some sad news here. We're going to talk some sad news, Tom McFarlane. A little disappointed in myself. I just couldn't even look myself in the mirror. I'd look in the mirror and say, no, I can't look. I can't look. Because unfortunately, I didn't miss too many things, at least as of yet for San Diego Comic-Con. But the 2 things I did miss that I really wanted were Masters Universe related. And both times I missed out because I got into a meeting, a conference call, what have you. And I'm on vacation this week. And how does that happen when you're on vacation? But it does to me. It's a wild ride, let me tell you. But I missed out on Jim Bro Skeletor. Yes, Jim Bro Skeletor. I missed out on that one. I figured for sure there'd be plenty of those, and I still think there'll be plenty of those on the back end. I think they'll have more on the site and all those kind of things after San Diego Comic-Con is done, but who knows? They might sell them all there, and we'll never see it again, but really hurts to miss out on that one, but I'll track one down, even if I got to pay a little extra, I guess, at the end of the day. And then Panther from Mondo, the Flocked Edition, I missed out on that. I got a call about 2 minutes before. I'm sure you guys can relate to this. I got a call like 2 or 3 minutes before it went live and got wrapped up in that call for work and then totally forgot about it. The next thing I know, it's about 5 minutes after I go there, sold out. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I was so worked up. I said, I was gonna buy these Ghostbusters. Now I'm not even gonna get the Ghostbusters. I don't want any of it. And then I bought Keldor. Part of the problem here, but we'll see if I can track those 2 down in the future. We'll see what ends up happening there. But things you can track down, a little news outside of San Diego Comic-Con. We got Teela and Skeletor Masters Universe Origins movie editions up for pre-order right now for Target. So they come out, I think, October, I think is what it said, something like that. But if you need those 2, head over to Target right now, pick those up if you need those in your collection. But let's dive into the San Diego Comic-Con news. And a lot of people were pretty excited as we are finally getting the Origins version of Too Bad. A lot of people have been screaming for it. And I see the plan with Mattel a little bit, what they're doing. They're teasing it. We got it in the Masterverse. And then we got it as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive like 2 years ago for the cartoon line. And now they're finally giving us the Origins version. A lot of people have been wanting. Have to imagine Mattel Creations exclusive, I would imagine. But we'll see. But a lot of people are going to be excited to get that one in their collection. We also saw Laser Light Skeletor coming. Would assume, once again, we know what happens when you assume, Tom McFarlane. But I'm assuming Mattel Creations. We got that He-Man for the revealed event. We knew Skeletor was going to be around the corner. And now it is here. So a lot of people excited about that. But I don't know, a lot of people mad about this one here, and I see both sides. I can always relate to both sides. If I'm like a young Dusty Rhodes, I'm a common man. I can just relate across the board. But we are getting a new Origins Build-A-Figure line, and it feels like they just are milking and milking and milking like a bunch of cows out there over at Mattel. But at the end of the day, it's a business. You got to make the money while you can. And how many years ago did Origins start coming out? Like 6, 7, 8 years ago? 6, 7, Tom McFarlane? 6, 7, 8 years ago, something like that. So there's a lot of heavy hitters that people maybe missed out on, maybe a second chance. And there are differences here, but it is going to be a Build-A-Figure line in Origins. You know, that's historically we've seen with Marvel Legends. We see it with McFarlane on the couch. We see it in WWE now from Mattel. So it makes sense He-Man would get in on the fun on this one. But it's one of those clever ways where they kind of hide behind things to take a price increase. I want to say the Origin style figures are around $20, $21.99 or so, depending on the store. Fully expecting these to jump up to $26.99 each. It better not be $29.99, but fully expecting in my brain $26.99, maybe $24.99. I don't know if the average Joe will pay that. I guess we'll see. We also do not know where this line lives. Is it traditional retail? Is it creations only? Is it an Amazon exclusive, Target, Walmart exclusive? We have yet to find that out as well. But it's going to be interesting. We got two different Build-A-Figures. We got the Shadow Beast. I think the last time we saw the Shadow Beast was in the Classics line. And we all know I'm just a Classics guy, Todd McFarlane. We saw it there. And then we did see the Mask of Power edition, kind of that lizard character in green. Very iconic. Most people don't know his name. I'm not sure if I even know his name. But those are the two Build-A-Figures. They are a little bit more deluxe, which is fun. They feel like a free figure, but it's all in the murkiness of it all, as we know, with the price points and the box sets and all of that. But those are going to be the first two at least. And then we saw images. Now, these are pretty cool figures for the most part. A lot of stuff we've seen. There is some reuse there, but there is some differences. And those little bit of differences is what gets the hardcore, the completionist to dive in. And I'm like, do I need these? And I look like, oh, I do, I need it. And now I'm probably going to pick up all of these. Come on, we're going to pick them all up, I think. But we saw Faker, a nice new blue color on Faker. Got a little bit of Skeletor's outfit as well. This looks pretty nice, so there's a good one. We got Stratos, looking beautiful with that beard. Blue beard, gray beard. Will there be a variant? We'll see what happens with that. We got Stratos coming. Battle Armor He-Man. I like the head sculpt. Obviously, it's prototype, but it reminds you of the back of the card art of the original figures, and I think that's what they're going for a little bit with this as well. So we see He-Man in the battle armor. We see Teela in a blue. I usually think of her in green, but a nice blue color that really pops for her. Good friend Zodak, of course, always playing both sides. Zodak coming in there. Trapjaw and All-Timer. Give me all the Trapjaws. Man-at-Arms, a little bit different with this one here because Man-at-Arms has the battle armor, kind of like He-Man, which we've never had for Man-at-Arms. You do got that classic old-school Man-at-Arms face on there. I never really knew what to think about that one. He's got an interesting look to him, there's no doubt. But we did see him as the only one that was in package shown off. We saw Merman and All-Timer, a classic look on Merman. Some people like that head better. Some people like the Stinkor head better. I kind of go both ways, Todd McFarlane. You know what that's like. We go both ways on that. We saw the regular old version of He-Man. You got to have He-Man in there every single time. Same thing with Skeletor. Skeletor looks really good. I don't know if we've seen that exact head. We've had so many Origin-style heads for Skeletor and He-Man, honestly. It's hard to keep track of at this point. And then Beastman. You know I'm always here for a little Beastman action. I just recently did a top 5 Beastman figures on the channel. Check out that video if you did miss that. But a lot of excitement and a lot of people shrugging their shoulders and a lot of people even disappointed about this line. I'd be very interested to hear your thoughts on this line. Probably the most controversial He-Man stuff of the weekend, I would say. You guys tell me. Now we're going to jump over to the Chronicles line, and I'm still not totally sold on the Chronicles line. I've been saying for a while, I want to see where it goes when it leaves outside of the movie edition characters. It's fine for movie edition because we don't know any different, but I wanted to see more of the King Grayskull and Scareglow stuff and where that goes in the future. And I gotta say, I'm not sure if I'm tracking fully. Now, obviously, I haven't had these in my hand. I haven't seen them in person, so we got to get to that point. But I'm not sure I'm tracking with these. I don't know. I'll be very, very interested to hear your thoughts in the comments. But we did see Evil Lynn for the movie edition. They've been promoting that for a while. Evil Lynn even had it on like the Tonight Show showing it off. So we've seen this one plenty of times coming around the corner. Some new stuff though, Goatman. I'm here for a Goatman. I loved Goatman in the movie. I understood after watching the movie why he was in there. At first, like, why is Goatman in here and not some other classic villain? But I think we all understand why Goatman was in there after watching the movie. But that's going to be a cool one. Mechanic stole a lot of hearts when I was a kid, stealing hearts to this day. I love that he's got like the bendy wire head so you can just like kind of circle around, do all kinds of stuff. I think that's going to be a very sleeper, fun figure from the line. Can't wait to get Mechanic. Merman and Clawful is where things get a little dicey for me. It looks like we're reimagining the characters once again. I could see Clawful in this just because of the red, but this looks like Crabman or something. You could have called this Crabman, friend of Clawful, a cousin of Clawful. You're exactly right, Tom McFarlane. I'm not sure I'm tracking with this Merman and Clawful. I don't know. I'd prefer the classic versions, but I could see Mattel, somebody in a big office somewhere saying, well, we've had these same versions. We need to get some new blood and change it up. I don't know if this is it. I don't know if this is it. This is very controversial to me. First impressions, I do not like Merman and Clawful from the Chronicles line. I'm not sure what we're going to happen here. It feels like we're going to reimagine a lot of stuff going forward, which that's definitely not going to be for everybody, as I can imagine. So we'll see where it goes. But He-Man and the Masters Universe figures always have missteps. We've had missteps in Masterverse. Then they kind of righted the ship into New Eternia. Things got a little bit better. And then it goes away. It's a weird, weird thing on that line over there. It's a very strange toy line, of course. But I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that Merman and Clawful. But my first impressions, just not for me. Sky Sled is interesting. We're adapting, changing the classic look. You got hallmarks of the past for it. Once again, I'm a little stumped on this. It's not quite as extreme as Merman and Clawful, but it's pretty extreme. Not sure where to go. Speaking of vehicles, or more like a steed, we got Panther. Makes sense. Got to get some of the reuse out of the Battle Cat. I understand that. I'm here for that. Not sure I'm sold, though. Once again, I guess I'm sold. Because you know why I'm sold on this one? There's real fur. That sells me every single time. So I am sold on this Panther. You got the saddle. You got the headdress. You can mix and match. Do what you want to do. I'm here for that. Makes sense. You get He-Man and Battle Cat, Skeletor and Panther. They're squaring off on the shelf. It's a battle as old as time, or at least since the 80s, from when I was a kid. So we got that going on. And then we saw Teela and He-Man, some new representation, new differences. Teela feeling a little bit of Man-at-Arms to her. He-Man getting a little bit of the, like, space He-Man kind of is what it feels like. I don't know. Both those figures, I guess I could take them or leave them. I got to wait and see when I see them in person, but I don't know about the Chronicles. I know some people are saying these are the greatest things since sliced bread. I just haven't felt that way. It hasn't captured me quite yet. Maybe it will, but with some of these twists and turns, I'm not sure if it will. I'm still thinking on it, but I'm thinking more like first impression was the right impression. They always say trust your gut, trust your first guess. That was my first guess, and that's what we're seeing. Scareglow was a lot of fun. King Grayskull was fine for what it is. I don't mind the movie figures, but now that the movie's in hindsight, we're getting other characters. I'm just not sure how I feel about it. I'd rather have classic versions, I think, instead of reimagined versions. I don't know. Sound off once again in the comments down below. Keeping on diving in here, we got a few other things to talk about. They did show, I guess, Chronicles in the future at the panel. We got Beastman, Man-at-Arms, Buzz-Off coming. We got a lot of that kind of stuff in the future. Makes sense. They're going to keep giving us some of those heavy hitter characters. It'll be interesting to see how these interpretations go. Artwork as of now, we'll see what they look like when they get into plastic form. And then we did see, of course, the Sorceress shown, a bit of a 2-pack deluxe, I guess this will be. You get the bird form and the Sorceress form. Makes sense, goes with the movie figures. I don't have an issue with that. Wouldn't be shocked to see that as a Mattel Creations exclusive. More to come on that one in the future. And then we close out our He-Man recap video from San Diego Comic-Con with our friends over there at Mondo. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times with Panther for sure. I don't know. I don't know where I go with this stuff too. It is so expensive, all this Mondo stuff. I'd love to collect their Turtles. I'd love to get all their Thundercats. I'd love to get Spider-Man, X-Men, and then of course all the He-Man stuff. But that's a lot of money between all that stuff. So I'm having to pick and choose more and more with Mondo, unfortunately. But I think these two here, heavy hitters I'll be picking up. Cobra Khan looking just extra snake-like. Even eating Moti. Oh, Moti, we've seen better days for old Moti. We saw that one. And then King Hiss, an all-timer. A 2, 3-in-1 character. This is one of those ones that you really need 2 of, but once again, so expensive. I wish Mondo would sell a dumbed-down bagged extra body so you could make use of some of these parts. Hey, you want to spend an extra $50? Here's just a basic body to get you that. I wish they could do something like that. That would be fun to do. But those two looking very, very nice. And then going over to the 2000X series, we got Keldor. He's up for order right now. I did pick that one up. We got Merman around the corner. Always a heavy hitter with Merman. I'm here for that. And then an interesting twist, but we got to get the most out of our molds with some twists and turns along the way. Ice Power He-Man and Fire Armor Skeletor. Fire and Ice, another battle as old as time, of course. And fire always beats out ice, it feels like. Unless it doesn't. Yeah, you're exactly right, Tom Fernan. Unless it doesn't. But we got those coming from the 2000X line. Oh, I'm still mad I missed out on that Clawful from 2000X. One of these days I'll pick it up, I'm sure. I'm sure I will. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. But there's the He-Man San Diego Comic-Con coverage. Interesting times. It's really an interesting life after the movie. Where do we go from there? Did we get new fans from the movie? Will they support this new toy lines? Will there officially be a second movie? It sounds like there is going to be a second movie. We'll see where that goes. There's a lot of unanswered questions and a lot of answered questions here, I guess, like a lot of other toy news announcements from San Diego. But some interesting stuff, dare I say, could be the most controversial line of San Diego Comic-Con, at least the stuff I cover. You guys sound it off in the comments down below as well. Be interested to hear your take on those new Origins and the Chronicles line. So we'll see what we're getting ourselves into with those. But don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this very channel and my other YouTube channel. Check out Patreon. Check out YouTube channel memberships for even more content and to support the channel. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Available where podcasts are found with videocast on YouTube. So for another San Diego Comic-Con toy news video, you know what I'm doing? I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way into another video.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
Stop.